Hello, my dear friend. I'm Dr. Bruce Lipton, and I want you to know that finding this audio tonight was no accident. You're here because your soul recognizes that it's time for a profound shift. Right now, as you prepare to enter the sacred space between waking and sleeping, you're about to experience something that will change you at the cellular level. Close your eyes gently and feel the weight of this day beginning to lift from your shoulders. You've carried so much, haven't you? The worries, the fears, the endless cycling of thoughts that seem to have no resolution. But tonight, we're going to use the most powerful time of your entire day. These precious hours when your conscious mind steps aside and your subconscious mind opens like a flower to receive new information. Science has shown us something magnificent. During sleep, your brain waves slow down, your analytical mind relaxes its grip, and your subconscious becomes incredibly receptive to new programming. This isn't wishful thinking. This is measurable, observable science. When you enter the theta state, typically between 4 to 8 cycles per second, your brain becomes like wet cement, ready to be impressed with new patterns of thought and belief. Think of your subconscious mind as the most sophisticated recording device ever created. From the moment you were conceived until this very moment, it has been faithfully recording every experience, every emotion, every belief system you've encountered. Many of these programs were installed before you were 7 years old, when your brain was naturally in theta state most of the time. A child's brain is designed to download the world around them, absorbing the beliefs and behaviors of their family and culture without question. But here's what's beautiful about this moment. You now have the conscious awareness to choose what gets programmed into this incredible biological computer. You're not a victim of your past programming. You are the programmer, the observer, and the one who gets to decide what beliefs will run your life from this moment forward. As you lie here tonight, your body is already beginning to relax. Feel your breathing naturally slowing down. Notice how your heartbeat is finding its own peaceful rhythm. This is your nervous system shifting from the sympathetic state, the state of fight, flight, or freeze, into the parasympathetic state of rest, digest, and healing. This is where miracles happen. This is where your body remembers how to heal itself, where your cells begin to dance to a new song. The quantum field that surrounds you right now is alive with infinite possibilities. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you set sends ripples through this field. You are not separate from this field. You are an expression of it. Your consciousness is constantly interacting with the quantum field, collapsing waves of possibility into the reality you experience. Tonight, we're going to work with this field consciously. We're going to plant seeds of new possibility in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. These aren't just pretty words or positive thoughts. These are specific instructions to your cellular biology, telling your genes which proteins to make, directing your nervous system toward states of coherence and healing. I want you to understand something profound. Your body doesn't know the difference between an experience that's happening in your external world and one that you're vividly imagining. When you imagine something with emotion and sensory detail, your body responds as if it's real. Your heart rate changes, your breathing shifts, hormones are released, and your gene expression begins to alter. This is why visualization isn't just imagination, it's biology in action. As we journey together through this audio, you'll notice your mind beginning to quiet. The constant chatter that usually fills your head will start to fade, like radio static gradually being tuned out. This is your brain naturally shifting into alpha and theta states. Don't try to force this. Simply allow it to happen. Your brain knows exactly what to do. You've been entering these states naturally every single night of your life. Feel yourself sinking deeper into your bed, deeper into this moment. Every breath you take is releasing tension that you've been holding on to. Every exhale is letting go of the old story about who you thought you had to be. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your limitations. You are a field of infinite possibilities, temporarily having a human experience. Your cells are literally listening to every word, every intention, every emotion you generate. They are your faithful servants, always working to manifest whatever you consistently believe and feel. For too long, they may have been receiving mixed signals, thoughts of worry followed by hopes for better things, fear followed by moments of peace. Tonight, we're going to give them clear, consistent instructions for healing, abundance, and joy. The miracle you're seeking is not something that will happen to you. It is something that will happen through you, as you. You are the miracle. Your consciousness, your ability to choose your thoughts and feelings, your capacity to imagine and create. This is the miracle. And tonight we're going to activate this miracle in ways that will surprise and delight you. Let me share with you one of the most profound discoveries of my career as a cellular biologist. When I was studying cells in petri dishes, I made an observation that changed everything I thought I knew about biology and life itself. I noticed that when I changed the environment around the cells, the nutrients, the toxins, the pH levels, the cells would change their behavior accordingly. Healthy environment, healthy cells. Toxic environment, stressed cells. But then I realized something even more extraordinary. Your thoughts and emotions are the environment that your 50 trillion cells live in every moment of every day. When you think thoughts of love, gratitude, and possibility, you create a biochemical environment that supports cellular health and vitality. When you think thoughts of fear, anger, or hopelessness, you create a different biochemical cocktail, one that signals your cells to shut down growth and enter protection mode. Right now, as you breathe deeply and allow your body to relax, you are creating the optimal internal environment for cellular healing and transformation. Your cells are bathing in a chemistry of peace and possibility. This isn't metaphorical. This is measurable biochemistry. Every thought you think triggers the release of specific neuropeptides, hormones, and other signaling molecules that communicate directly with your cellular biology. Your beliefs are not just abstract concepts floating around in your mind. They are the software that runs the hardware of your body. When you believe you are healthy, your body runs programs of health. When you believe you are abundant, your nervous system opens to opportunities. When you believe you are loved, your heart coherence increases and your entire energy field expands. But here's what most people don't understand. Most of your beliefs are unconscious. They were installed during the first 7 years of your life, when your brain was in a hypnotic state, downloading the beliefs and behaviors of everyone around you. These programs are running in the background of your life, often creating experiences that seem to happen to you rather than through you. The beautiful truth is that you can change these programs. Your brain remains neuroplastic throughout your entire life. Every time you learn something new, every time you have a new experience, every time you consciously choose a different thought or feeling, you are literally rewiring your neural networks. You are becoming a new person at the cellular level. As you rest here tonight, your brain is naturally releasing growth hormones and other healing compounds. During sleep, your glymphatic system, your brain's cleaning crew, goes to work, washing away cellular debris and toxins that have accumulated during the day. This is your brain's natural detox and renewal process. But we're going to enhance this process by giving your subconscious mind clear, positive instructions for healing and transformation. Imagine for a moment that every cell in your body has its own tiny consciousness, its own awareness. These cellular consciousnesses are always listening to the signals you send through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. They want to serve you. They want to create health, vitality, and joy in your life. But they can only work with the information you give them. Tonight, we're going to have a conscious conversation with your cellular intelligence. We're going to tell your cells exactly what you want them to create in your life. We're going to speak to them in the language they understand best. The language of emotion and imagery, of feeling and vibration. Your heart, for instance, has its own neural network, over 40,000 neurons that communicate directly with your brain. When your heart is in a state of coherence, when your heart rhythm becomes smooth and ordered, it sends signals to your brain that activate higher cognitive functions, enhance creativity, and increase intuitive abilities. This heart-brain coherence is one of the most powerful states for manifestation and healing. Feel your heart now. Place your hand on your chest if you'd like, and notice the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. This heart has been beating faithfully for you since before you were born. It has never missed a beat, never taken a vacation, never complained about its job. Your heart is pure love in action, pumping life force through every part of your being. As you focus on your heart, imagine breathing directly into this space. Feel your heart area beginning to warm and expand. This is coherence beginning to establish itself. When your heart and brain are coherent, your entire body comes into alignment. Your immune system strengthens, your digestion improves, your sleep deepens, and your overall vitality increases. Your cells are also incredibly intelligent about timing. They know exactly when to divide, when to repair, when to release stored energy, when to absorb nutrients. This intelligence doesn't come from your conscious mind. It comes from a deeper wisdom, a connection to the universal intelligence that orchestrates everything from the spinning of galaxies to the blooming of flowers. Tonight, as you sleep, this intelligence will be working on your behalf in ways that your conscious mind could never manage. Your liver will process hundreds of biochemical reactions. Your kidneys will filter your blood. Your immune system will patrol your body, protecting you from harmful invaders. Your brain will consolidate memories, solve problems, and prepare you for tomorrow. All of this happens automatically, guided by an intelligence far greater than your thinking mind. But here's the key. This same intelligence that runs your body is also available to guide your life. When you align yourself with this intelligence through practices like meditation, prayer, gratitude, and conscious intention setting, you tap into a source of wisdom and creative power that can transform any area of your life. Your cells remember perfect health. They remember vitality, joy, and abundance because these are your natural states. Any condition of limitation or disease is simply a temporary forgetting, a misalignment with your true nature. Tonight, we're going to help your cells remember who you really are. Imagine your subconscious mind as a vast, fertile garden. This garden doesn't judge what you plant. It simply grows whatever seeds you consistently water with your attention and emotion. For years, perhaps decades, you may have been unconsciously planting seeds of limitation, fear, or unworthiness. But tonight, under the cover of this beautiful darkness, we're going to plant an entirely new garden. The darkness is not your enemy. It is your ally. Just as seeds must be planted in the dark earth to grow, the most profound transformations in your life begin in the darkness of your unconscious mind. This is where your deepest patterns are stored, where your most fundamental beliefs about life, love, and possibility reside. Your subconscious mind is infinitely more powerful than your conscious mind. While your conscious mind can hold about 7 pieces of information at once, your subconscious mind processes millions of bits of information every second. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing, your immune system, your hormone production, and countless other biological functions. It also controls your automatic responses, your habits, your emotional reactions, and your perception of reality. Most importantly, your subconscious mind is the bridge between your individual consciousness and the universal field of infinite possibilities. When you learn to communicate consciously with your subconscious mind, you gain access to resources, creativity, and solutions that seem to come from beyond your ordinary thinking. Right now, as your body relaxes and your breathing deepens, your conscious mind is naturally beginning to step aside. This is the perfect time to plant new seeds in your subconscious garden. But we must plant these seeds with intention, with emotion, and with absolute certainty that they will grow. The first seed we're going to plant is the seed of perfect health. See this seed as a small, glowing orb of light. This seed contains the blueprint for optimal health in every cell of your body. As you plant this seed in the rich, dark soil of your subconscious mind, feel it beginning to take root. The seed knows exactly how to grow. It knows how to create vibrant health, boundless energy, and a body that serves your highest purposes. Water this seed now with feelings of gratitude for your body. Thank your body for all the ways it has served you, even when you may not have treated it with the respect it deserves. Feel appreciation flowing through every part of your being. Your cells are responding to this appreciation by releasing healing chemicals and coming into greater harmony. The second seed we're planting is the seed of abundance. This seed contains your natural birthright to live in a state of prosperity, not just financially, but in all areas of life: rich relationships, meaningful work, creative expression, and spiritual fulfillment. As you plant this seed, feel yourself already living from this abundance. You are not someone who is trying to get abundance. You are someone who naturally expresses abundance in everything you do. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand time the way your conscious mind does. To your subconscious, everything is happening now. When you imagine yourself healthy, abundant, and joyful, your subconscious begins immediately to rearrange your internal chemistry and external circumstances to match this new identity. The third seed is the seed of love, not just romantic love, though that may be part of it, but the fundamental love that you are. This seed knows that you are inherently lovable, not because of what you do or accomplish, but because of what you are. As this seed grows, it dissolves old patterns of self-criticism, unworthiness, and the need to prove yourself to others. Feel this love beginning to grow in your heart space right now. It's a warm, golden light that expands with each breath. This love is not dependent on external circumstances or other people's approval. It is the love that created you, sustains you, and will always be available to you. You are love in human form, temporarily forgetting your true nature so you can experience the joy of remembering. The fourth seed we're planting is the seed of purpose. Deep within you, there is a unique gift that only you can give to the world. This gift may express itself through your work, your relationships, your creativity, or your simple presence in the world. As this seed grows, you'll find yourself naturally drawn toward activities and relationships that fulfill your deepest sense of meaning and contribution. Your purpose is not something you have to figure out with your mind. It's something you discover by following your joy, your curiosity, and your natural talents. As you sleep tonight, your subconscious mind will be connecting dots, making associations, and revealing to you new insights about how you're meant to serve and contribute. The fifth and final seed is the seed of peace. This seed contains your natural state of inner tranquility, the deep knowing that all is well, even when external circumstances seem chaotic or challenging. This peace is not the absence of activity, it's the presence of trust. It's the deep knowing that you are held, guided, and loved by a benevolent universe that wants nothing more than your happiness and fulfillment. As you plant these 5 seeds, health, abundance, love, purpose, and peace, feel them taking root in the fertile darkness of your subconscious mind. These seeds don't need your conscious attention to grow. They will grow naturally, in their own time, in their own way. Your job is simply to trust the process and to continue watering them with positive emotions and expectant faith. Just as a gardener doesn't dig up seeds every day to check on their progress, you don't need to constantly monitor these changes in your life. Trust that the intelligence that grows, roses from rose seeds and oak trees from acorns, is the same intelligence that will grow these new realities from the seeds you're planting tonight. Sleep now is not just rest, it's active cultivation. As you drift into deeper states of consciousness, these seeds are sending out roots, connecting with the vast network of possibility that surrounds you. They're drawing to themselves the people, circumstances, and opportunities that will help them manifest in your waking life. In my research at Stanford University, I discovered something that revolutionized our understanding of genetics and human potential. For decades, we believed that our genes controlled our lives, that we were victims of our genetic inheritance, doomed to repeat the patterns of our ancestors. But my research revealed the truth. Genes don't control biology. Environment controls biology. And the most important part of your environment is your consciousness, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This field of study is called epigenetics, literally meaning above the genes. Your genes are like a piano, and your consciousness is the pianist. The piano doesn't play itself. It requires someone to press the keys. Similarly, your genes don't express themselves automatically. They require signals from your environment, and the most powerful signals come from your own mind. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, you are literally rewriting your genetic expression. Every thought of health is signaling your genes to produce proteins that support healing and vitality. Every feeling of love is activating genes associated with immune function and longevity. Every moment of peace is turning off genes associated with inflammation and stress. This is not theoretical. This is happening right now in your body. Your thoughts are being translated into neurochemical signals that travel through your bloodstream to every cell in your body. These signals are like molecular messengers, carrying information about how your cells should behave, which genes should be activated, and which proteins should be produced. When you were conceived, you inherited approximately 25,000 genes from your parents. But here's what's remarkable. Most of these genes are never expressed. They remain dormant, like books on a shelf waiting to be opened. Which books get opened depends entirely on the signals you send to your cellular library through your consciousness. For example, you may have inherited genes associated with longevity, creativity, intelligence, and spiritual sensitivity. But if your consciousness is dominated by fear, stress, and limiting beliefs, these positive genes may never be activated. Conversely, you may have inherited genes associated with certain health challenges, but if your consciousness is aligned with health, joy, and possibility, these challenging genes may remain forever dormant. This means you are not a victim of your family history. You are not doomed to repeat your parents' patterns of illness, limitation, or dysfunction. You have the power to activate your highest genetic potential, while keeping your most challenging inherited patterns in a dormant state. As you breathe deeply and allow your nervous system to relax, you are creating the optimal internal environment for positive genetic expression. Your body is releasing beneficial hormones like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, the body's natural antidepressants and healing compounds. At the same time, you're reducing the production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline that keep your survival genes activated. Imagine your DNA as a vast library containing the wisdom of your ancestors, not just their challenges and limitations, but their strengths, talents, and spiritual insights. Tonight, we're going to consciously choose which books to open in this genetic library. We're going to activate the genes that serve your highest good, while allowing the rest to remain peacefully dormant. Feel into your cellular biology right now. Sense the 50 trillion cells that make up your physical form. Each of these cells contains a complete copy of your DNA, a complete blueprint for creating an entire human being. The intelligence contained within your cellular structure is beyond anything science has yet fully understood. These cells know how to heal wounds, fight infections, create new tissue, and maintain the incredibly complex balance that keeps you alive and thriving. But your cells are not just biological machines. They are conscious entities, responsive to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When you send signals of appreciation and love to your cells, they respond by functioning more efficiently, healing more rapidly, and expressing their highest potential. When you send signals of criticism and neglect, they become stressed and less capable of supporting your well-being. Tonight, we're going to flood your cellular consciousness with signals of love, appreciation, and optimal health. We're going to tell your genes exactly what kind of life you want to create, what kind of person you want to become, and what kind of reality you want to experience. Your genes are incredibly obedient. They will work tirelessly to create whatever you consistently signal through your consciousness. Think about the person you would be if all your positive genetic potentials were fully activated. What would you look like? How would you feel? What would you be capable of creating in your life? This isn't fantasy. This is your actual genetic potential waiting to be expressed. Every quality you admire in others exists as a dormant possibility within your own DNA. The process of genetic reprogramming doesn't happen overnight, but it begins immediately. Within minutes of changing your thoughts and emotions, your gene expression begins to shift. Within hours, new proteins are being produced. Within days, your cellular behavior starts to change. Within weeks, others begin to notice something different about you. Within months, your entire life can be transformed. As you drift deeper into sleep tonight, your body's natural healing and regeneration processes will be enhanced by the new genetic signals you're sending. Your immune system will be strengthened. Your nervous system will be recalibrated. Your endocrine system will come into greater balance. Your cardiovascular system will become more coherent. All of this happens automatically when you align your consciousness with health, love, and possibility. Your ancestors live on not only in your genes, but in the quantum field that surrounds you. They are cheering you on as you break free from limiting patterns that may have been passed down through generations. You are not just healing yourself, you are healing your entire ancestral line, both forward and backward in time. The changes you make in your consciousness ripple through the quantum field, affecting past and future generations. This is the true meaning of transformation, not just changing your external circumstances, but literally becoming a new person at the genetic level. You are not trying to improve the old you. You are becoming an entirely new version of yourself, one whose genes are expressing their highest and most beautiful potential. Your heart is far more than a mechanical pump circulating blood through your body. It is one of the most sophisticated organs you possess, containing its own intrinsic nervous system, a network of over 40,000 neurons that communicate directly with your brain and throughout your body. In many ways, your heart has its own intelligence, its own memory, and its own emotional processing capabilities. Research at the HeartMath Institute has revealed that your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, approximately 60 times greater in amplitude than the electromagnetic field produced by your brain. This electromagnetic field extends several feet beyond your physical body, creating an energetic signature that others can unconsciously sense when they're near you. But here's what's truly remarkable. The pattern and coherence of your heart's electromagnetic field changes dramatically based on your emotional state. When you experience emotions like frustration, anxiety, or anger, your heart rhythm becomes erratic and chaotic. But when you experience emotions like appreciation, care, or love, your heart rhythm becomes smooth, ordered, and coherent. This heart rhythm coherence has profound effects throughout your entire body and mind. When your heart is coherent, it sends orderly signals to your brain that enhance cognitive function, improve emotional stability, and increase your intuitive abilities. Coherence also optimizes your immune system, improves your hormonal balance, and increases your overall sense of well-being. Right now, I want you to gently place your hand on your heart if you're able, or simply focus your attention on your heart area. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. This heart has been faithfully serving you since before you were born, beating approximately 100,000 times per day without any conscious direction from you. It is pure love in action, constantly giving life to every cell in your body. As you focus on your heart, I want you to begin breathing a little more slowly and deeply than usual. Imagine that you're breathing directly into your heart space. With each inhale, feel your heart area gently expanding. With each exhale, feel any tension or stress melting away from this area. This is called heart-focused breathing, and it's one of the quickest ways to shift your entire system into coherence. Now, as you continue this heart-focused breathing, I want you to activate a feeling of appreciation or gratitude. It doesn't matter what you choose to appreciate. It could be something simple like the comfort of your bed, something beautiful like a sunset you once witnessed, or someone special in your life who loves you. The key is to really feel this appreciation in your heart, not just think about it in your head. Can you feel the difference? As you combine heart-focused breathing with genuine appreciation, your heart rhythm is naturally shifting into a more coherent pattern. This coherence is not just a pleasant feeling, it's a measurable physiological state that optimizes your entire system for healing, learning, and manifestation. When your heart and brain are coherent, you enter what researchers call the zone, a state of optimal performance where everything flows effortlessly. Athletes know this state, artists know this state, and anyone who has ever experienced being in the flow knows this state. This is your natural state when your internal systems are aligned and working in harmony. In this coherent state, your intuitive abilities are significantly enhanced. You become more sensitive to the subtle information that's always available in the quantum field around you. You begin to sense opportunities before they fully manifest. You feel guided toward people and situations that support your highest good. You develop what some call spiritual intelligence, the ability to sense the deeper meaning and purpose behind life's events. Your heart is also where your deepest desires and authentic motivations reside. While your brain is excellent at analyzing and strategizing, your heart knows what truly matters to you. It knows what will bring you genuine fulfillment and joy. When you learn to listen to your heart's intelligence, you begin making decisions that align with your soul's purpose, rather than just your ego's desires. As you rest here in this coherent state, your heart is communicating with every cell in your body through both electromagnetic and hormonal pathways. It's telling your cells that you are safe, loved, and connected to something greater than yourself. Your cells are responding by shifting into their optimal states of function and regeneration. This heart coherence also affects your external reality in profound ways. Remember, your heart's electromagnetic field extends beyond your physical body, creating an energetic environment that influences everything around you. When you're in a coherent state, you naturally attract people and circumstances that match this higher frequency. You become a magnet for positive experiences. Other people can sense your coherent state, even if they're not consciously aware of it. When you walk into a room in a state of heart coherence, others feel more peaceful, more open, and more positive in your presence. Children and animals are especially sensitive to this energy. You become a healing presence in the world, simply by maintaining your own internal harmony. Tonight, as you sleep, this heart coherence will continue working on your behalf. Your coherent heart rhythms will help synchronize all your biological systems, optimize your sleep cycles, and enhance your body's natural healing processes. You'll wake up feeling more refreshed, more centered, and more connected to your inner wisdom. Practice this heart-focused breathing and appreciation regularly, and you'll find that coherence becomes your natural state. Instead of being reactive to external circumstances, you'll become responsive from a place of inner wisdom and stability. Instead of being tossed around by emotional turbulence, you'll remain centered in the eye of the storm. Your heart knows the way home to your true self. It knows the path to healing, the way to love, and the road to your deepest fulfillment. Trust your heart's intelligence. Listen to its whispers. Follow its guidance. It will never lead you astray because it is connected to the same intelligence that moves the stars and grows the flowers, the intelligence of love itself. For most of your life, you've been running on autopilot, guided by programs that were installed in your subconscious mind before you were 7 years old. These programs were downloaded from your family, your culture, your early experiences, and the collective beliefs of humanity. Some of these programs have served you well, but others have become limitations that no longer match who you're becoming. Tonight, we're going to consciously release the programs that no longer serve your highest good. But we're not going to fight them or struggle against them. Resistance only strengthens what you resist. Instead, we're going to practice the art of conscious surrender, lovingly releasing these old patterns so that new ones can take their place. Think of your old limiting beliefs as house guests who have overstayed their welcome. They're not evil or bad. They may have even protected you at one time in your life. But now they're taking up space that you need for new possibilities. We're going to thank them for their service and gently show them the door. First, let's identify some of these old programs. Perhaps you learned early in life that you have to work hard to be worthy of love. Maybe you absorbed the belief that money is scarce and difficult to obtain. You might have internalized the idea that you're not smart enough, talented enough, or deserving enough to achieve your dreams. These beliefs feel true because they've been running your life for so long, but they are not truth. They are simply programs. As you breathe deeply and relax even further, I want you to imagine these old limiting beliefs as old computer files that are taking up space on your hard drive. You don't need to fight with these files or judge yourself for having them. Simply acknowledge them with compassion. I see you. Old belief about not being good enough. Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I don't need you anymore. Feel yourself beginning to let go, not through force or effort, but through simple, gentle release. Like releasing a balloon and watching it float away. Let these old programs rise up and dissolve into the quantum field, where all energy is transformed and recycled. Nothing is ever lost. It's simply changed into new forms. Many people struggle with letting go because they think it means losing something important. But true letting go is not about loss. It's about making space for something better. When you release your death grip on how you think your life should unfold, you allow the universe to surprise you with possibilities that are far greater than anything your limited mind could have imagined. Surrender is not passive resignation. It's active trust. It's the recognition that there is an intelligence at work in your life that is far greater than your ego mind. This intelligence has been orchestrating the dance of galaxies for billions of years. It knows how to grow a human being from a single cell. It knows how to heal cuts and broken bones. And it knows how to guide your life toward your highest fulfillment if you'll get out of your own way. Right now, feel yourself sinking deeper into this trust. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to control every outcome. You don't have to force doors to open or make things happen through sheer willpower. You can relax into the knowing that you are being guided, supported, and loved by forces you can't see, but can certainly feel. As you surrender these old programs, notice the space that's being created within you. This is not empty space, this is pregnant space, fertile space, space that's ready to be filled with new possibilities. Nature abhors a vacuum, and the universe is already preparing to fill this space with experiences, relationships, and opportunities that match your new, higher frequency. Feel the relief in your nervous system as you let go of the need to carry these old burdens. Your body has been working so hard to manifest realities that match your limiting beliefs. Now it can redirect that energy toward creating health, abundance, and joy. Your cells are literally sighing with relief as they receive this new information. This process of letting go happens in layers. You don't need to release everything tonight. Just allow whatever is ready to be released to flow out of your system naturally. Trust your inner wisdom to know what you're ready to let go of and what needs to remain for now. There's no rush, no pressure, no timeline you have to meet. Healing and transformation happen in their own perfect timing. Some old programs may surface in your dreams tonight as your subconscious mind processes these changes. Don't be alarmed if you have unusual dreams or if old emotions come up. This is simply your psyche's way of clearing out the old to make room for the new. Trust the process and know that everything is happening for your highest good. As you continue to relax and let go, imagine roots of light extending from your body deep into the earth. These roots are grounding you, connecting you to the stable, nurturing energy of the planet. You are safe to let go because you are held by something infinitely larger and more stable than your small self. At the same time, imagine a column of light extending from the top of your head up into the cosmos, connecting you to the infinite field of pure potential. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, between the physical and the spiritual, between what has been and what is becoming. This is your true identity, not the collection of old programs and limiting beliefs, but this conscious bridge between dimensions. Feel yourself becoming lighter with each breath. Not because you're losing something important, but because you're remembering your true nature. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your past experiences or your future worries. You are the consciousness that observes all of these things, the awareness that remains constant through all changes. This consciousness that you are is eternal, infinite, and inherently free. It cannot be damaged by life's experiences, limited by circumstances, or defined by other people's opinions. It is the part of you that has always been whole, has always been connected to the divine, has always been capable of miracles. As you rest in this knowing, old patterns of self-criticism begin to dissolve. You stop trying to fix yourself because you realize there was never anything wrong with you in the first place. You were simply wearing costumes that didn't fit, playing roles that weren't authentically you. Trying to be someone you thought you should be, rather than who you actually are. The person you really are is magnificent beyond your current comprehension. The person you really are has gifts to give that the world desperately needs. The person you really are is loved unconditionally by the very force that created you. Tonight, as you sleep, this true self will emerge more fully, like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. There is a frequency that exists within you right now, a vibrational signature that is uniquely yours, unlike anyone else who has ever lived or will ever live. This is your miracle frequency, the energetic blueprint of your highest potential, your most authentic self, your soul's true song. When you align with this frequency, miracles become natural, effortless, and inevitable. Most people spend their lives trying to tune into other people's frequencies, trying to be what their parents wanted them to be, what society expects them to be, what they think will make them lovable or successful. But this is like trying to play someone else's music on your instrument. It never quite sounds right, and it certainly doesn't bring the joy and fulfillment that comes from playing your own unique song. Your miracle frequency contains the signature of perfect health, because health is your natural state. It contains the vibration of abundance, because you were born from an abundant universe. It holds the resonance of love, because love is what you are made of. It carries the tone of joy, because joy is the natural expression of a soul that is aligned with its purpose. Right now, as you breathe slowly and deeply, I want you to tune into this frequency within yourself. It's not something you need to create or manufacture. It's something you need to remember and align with. Like finding the right station on a radio, you're going to adjust your internal dial until you lock onto your own unique broadcast. Begin by noticing any areas of tension or discomfort in your body. These are places where you're out of tune with your natural frequency. Without trying to fix or change anything, simply send your breath and your loving attention to these areas. Imagine your breath carrying the perfect frequency to tune these areas back into harmony. Feel your heart beginning to resonate with its natural rhythm of love and appreciation. Your heart knows your miracle frequency better than your mind does, because your heart is connected directly to your soul. When your heart is open and coherent, it acts like a tuning fork, helping to bring your entire system into alignment with your highest vibration. Now expand this feeling of coherence throughout your entire body. Imagine every cell beginning to vibrate at its optimal frequency. See your organs coming into perfect harmony with each other, like instruments in an orchestra finding their pitch before a beautiful symphony begins. Your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your brain, all tuning into the miracle frequency that creates perfect health and vitality. This frequency is not just within your body. It extends into your energy field, your relationships, your work, and every area of your life. When you're aligned with your miracle frequency, you naturally attract people and circumstances that resonate with this same high vibration. You become a magnet for miracles, not because you're forcing them to happen, but because you're vibrating at the frequency where miracles are natural. Your miracle frequency also contains the blueprint for your soul's purpose in this lifetime. There are gifts you came here to give, experiences you came here to have, and contributions you came here to make. When you align with your true frequency, these purposes begin to unfold naturally and effortlessly. Doors open, opportunities appear, and the right people show up at exactly the right time. Many people think they need to search for their purpose outside themselves, but your purpose is encoded in your frequency. It's in the things that light you up, the activities that make you lose track of time, the contributions that feel effortless and joyful. When you're tuned into your miracle frequency, your purpose becomes as natural as breathing. Feel this frequency beginning to stabilize within you now. Like a radio locking onto a clear station, your entire system is coming into alignment with this natural state of being. Any static or interference is being cleared away, leaving only the pure, clear signal of your authentic self. This frequency is self-sustaining and self-renewing. You don't need to work hard to maintain it. You simply need to remember to tune into it regularly. Like a musical instrument that stays in tune when it's played regularly, your miracle frequency becomes stronger and more stable the more you consciously align with it. As you sleep tonight, this frequency will continue to broadcast throughout your system, bringing every aspect of your life into greater harmony. Your dreams may become more vivid and meaningful. Your sleep may become deeper and more restorative. You may wake up with insights, solutions, or creative inspirations that seem to come from nowhere, but actually came from your aligned consciousness. This miracle frequency is contagious in the most beautiful way. When you're vibrating at this level, others around you begin to entrain to your frequency. They feel more peaceful, more joyful, and more aligned in your presence. You become a healing influence in the world simply by being authentically yourself. Your frequency is also constantly communicating with the quantum field that surrounds you. This field is infinitely intelligent and responsive to your vibrational signature. When you consistently broadcast the frequency of health, love, abundance, and joy, the quantum field responds by organizing circumstances and experiences that match this broadcast. This is not wishful thinking or New Age fantasy. This is quantum physics applied to consciousness. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you set creates ripples in the quantum field. When these ripples are coherent and consistent, they create what we call miracles. Synchronicities, healings, manifestations, and experiences that seem to defy ordinary logic, but are actually the natural result of consciousness interacting with the field of infinite possibility. Tonight, as you rest in this miracle frequency, you are literally broadcasting a new reality into existence. You are not waiting for miracles to happen to you. You are being the miracle that transforms everything around you through the power of your aligned consciousness. Your body is not just a collection of tissues, organs, and biological systems. It is a living library, storing the memories of every experience you've ever had. Every emotion you felt, every trauma you've endured, every moment of joy you've experienced has been recorded in your cellular memory. Your body literally holds the story of your life, written in a language of biochemistry, electrical patterns, and vibrational frequencies. Some of these cellular memories serve you well, memories of love, safety, and joy that create patterns of health and vitality. But others may be creating limitation, illness, or emotional reactivity long after the original experience has passed. Tonight, we're going to consciously reset these cellular memories, keeping what serves you and lovingly releasing what no longer supports your highest good. Every cell in your body contains not only your DNA, but also what researchers call cellular consciousness, a form of biological intelligence that responds to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Your cells are constantly listening to the internal dialogue you have with yourself, and they're faithfully creating physical experiences that match your mental and emotional patterns. If you've been carrying cellular memories of hurt, betrayal, or trauma, your cells may still be operating as if those experiences are happening right now. This can create chronic stress, inflammation, or illness long after the original situation has been resolved. But the beautiful truth is that you can consciously communicate with your cellular intelligence and update these old programs. Begin by sending a wave of loving appreciation to every cell in your body. Thank your cells for working so hard to keep you alive and functioning, even when they've been carrying the burden of old, painful memories. Your cells have been doing their best to protect you and serve you, even when their programming was based on outdated information. Now, imagine your consciousness as a gentle, loving presence that can travel throughout your body, visiting each organ, each tissue, each cell. Start at the top of your head and slowly scan down through your body, looking for areas that feel tense, uncomfortable, or somehow stuck. These may be places where old cellular memories are stored. When you find an area that calls for attention, don't try to force or fix anything. Simply place your loving awareness there and ask, what are you trying to tell me? What old story are you holding on to? Listen with your heart, not your mind. The answer may come as a feeling, an image, a memory, or simply a knowing. You might discover that your shoulders are holding the memory of carrying too much responsibility. Your heart might be storing the pain of past betrayals. Your stomach could be holding anxiety from times when you didn't feel safe. Your lower back might be carrying the burden of feeling unsupported. Whatever you discover, meet it with compassion rather than judgment. Once you've identified an old cellular memory that's ready to be released, imagine surrounding that area with loving, healing light. This light is not trying to destroy or fight against the old memory. It's offering it a new possibility. Say something like, "Thank you for protecting me, but I'm safe now." It's okay to let this old pattern go and allow something new to grow in its place. Feel the old cellular memory beginning to dissolve in this loving light, like ice melting in warm sunshine. As it dissolves, imagine that same area being filled with golden light that carries the memory of perfect health, vitality, and joy. Your cells are incredibly adaptable. They can release old patterns and embrace new ones in moments when given clear, loving direction. This process of cellular memory reset happens naturally during deep sleep, but we're accelerating and directing it through conscious intention. As you sleep tonight, your body's natural healing mechanisms will continue this work, replacing old, limiting cellular programs with new ones that support your highest vision of yourself. Your cellular memories are not just individual. They also include ancestral memories passed down through your genetic line. Some of the patterns you're carrying may not even be yours originally. They may be inherited from parents, grandparents, or even more distant ancestors. As you heal these patterns in yourself, you're not only freeing yourself, but also healing the ancestral line both forward and backward in time. Imagine now that your entire body is glowing with healing light. Every cell is being reset to its original blueprint of perfect health and function. Your immune system is remembering how to protect you without creating unnecessary inflammation. Your nervous system is remembering how to be alert without being anxious. Your endocrine system is remembering how to create perfect hormonal balance. Your organs are also releasing old emotional memories and returning to their natural states of harmony. Your heart is releasing old hurts and opening to unconditional love. Your liver is releasing stored anger and embracing forgiveness. Your kidneys are releasing deep fears and trusting in the flow of life. Your lungs are releasing old grief and breathing in the fullness of joy. This cellular reset is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that continues throughout your life as you consciously choose new thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Every time you choose love over fear, joy over sorrow, or peace over conflict, you're updating your cellular programming and creating new memories that support your well-being. Your cells are also incredibly responsive to gratitude and appreciation. When you regularly thank your body for its service, your cells respond by functioning more efficiently and harmoniously. They literally perk up and work better when they feel appreciated, just like people do. As this cellular reset continues, you may notice profound changes in your physical health, emotional stability, and overall vitality. Old chronic conditions may begin to resolve. Energy levels may increase. Emotional reactions that have been automatic for years may simply disappear. This is not magic. This is the natural result of updating your biological software with programs that actually serve your highest good. Tonight, as you sleep, this healing process will continue in the deep layers of your unconscious mind and cellular memory. Dreams may surface old memories for final release. Your body may experience gentle detoxification as old toxins, both physical and emotional, are released. Trust this process and know that everything happening is for your highest healing and transformation. All around you right now exists a field of infinite potential, a realm where every possibility that has ever existed or could ever exist is simultaneously present. This is not a metaphorical field, but an actual energetic dimension that quantum physicists have been studying for decades. They call it the zero-point field, the vacuum, or simply the field. I call it the place where miracles are born. This field is not empty space. It is the fullest, most creative force in the universe. It is pure potential energy, containing infinite possibilities waiting to be collapsed into physical reality through the power of conscious observation and intention. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you set sends ripples through this field, influencing which possibilities become your reality. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, you are floating in this ocean of infinite possibility. Every breath you take connects you more deeply to this field. Every heartbeat synchronizes you with its rhythms. You are not separate from this field, you are an expression of it, a unique focal point through which the field experiences itself and creates new realities. In this field, the miracle you've been hoping for already exists. The healing you need, the love you desire, the abundance you seek, the purpose that calls to you, all of these already exist as potentials in the field. Your job is not to create them from scratch, but to align yourself with them, to tune into their frequency, and to collapse them from potential into actuality through the power of your consciousness. This is how so-called miracles really work. They are not violations of natural law. They are the natural result of consciousness interacting with the field of infinite possibility. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and intentions with a particular potential, you increase the probability that this potential will manifest in your physical reality. Feel yourself beginning to merge with this field now. Let the boundaries between where you end and the field begins start to dissolve. You are not a separate being trying to get something from the universe. You are the universe expressing itself through the unique perspective of your individual consciousness. What you desire, the universe desires to experience through you. In this field, time and space work differently than in ordinary reality. Past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. Healing can happen instantly. Solutions can appear suddenly. People can come into your life at exactly the perfect moment. Resources can manifest from unexpected sources. This is not because the laws of physics are suspended, but because you're working with dimensions of reality that operate according to different principles. As you float in this field of infinite possibilities, begin to sense the potential realities that are most aligned with your highest good. Don't try to visualize specific outcomes. Instead, tune into the feeling tones of what you desire. How would it feel to wake up tomorrow completely healed? How would it feel to know with certainty that you are loved unconditionally? How would it feel to be living your soul's purpose with joy and abundance? These feeling tones are like tuning forks that help you resonate with the appropriate potentials in the field. The field doesn't respond to your wants or your needs. It responds to your state of being, your vibrational frequency, your emotional resonance. When you can genuinely feel as if your desired reality is already true, you create a magnetic attraction that draws that reality toward you. This field is also where inspiration, intuition, and creative insights come from. When you relax your analytical mind and open to the field, solutions to problems can arrive fully formed. New ideas can pop into your awareness. You may suddenly know exactly what step to take next in your life, even if moments before you felt completely confused or stuck. The field is infinitely intelligent and benevolent. It is not a neutral force that responds mechanically to your thoughts. It is a living, conscious presence that is always working for your highest good. Sometimes this means bringing you experiences that challenge you to grow. Sometimes it means opening doors you didn't even know existed. Sometimes it means orchestrating synchronicities that seem impossible, but serve your soul's evolution perfectly. Trust is essential for working consciously with this field. You must trust that the field knows better than your limited mind what is truly in your highest interest. You must trust that delays are not denials, but divine timing. You must trust that even apparent setbacks are actually setups for something greater than you could have imagined. As you rest in this field tonight, feel yourself being held by an intelligence that is both infinitely vast and intimately personal. This intelligence knows every hair on your head, every beat of your heart, every hope in your soul. It has been guiding your life since before you were born, orchestrating experiences and connections that serve your highest growth and fulfillment. Your individual consciousness is like a lens through which the infinite field focuses itself into specific experiences and manifestations. The clearer your lens, the more aligned your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. The more precisely the field can create realities that match your soul's deepest desires. This field is also where all consciousness is connected. In this dimension, the boundaries between you and others become transparent. The healing you do for yourself ripples out to heal others. The love you cultivate in your heart adds to the love available to all beings. The peace you find within yourself contributes to peace in the world. Tonight, as you sleep, you will remain connected to this field of infinite possibilities. Your dreams may carry messages from this dimension. You may receive guidance, healing, or inspiration that comes from beyond your ordinary mind. Solutions to challenges may appear in your consciousness upon waking. Synchronicities may begin appearing in your daily life with increasing frequency. Remember, you are not trying to manipulate or control this field. You are learning to dance with it, to co-create with it, to allow it to express its infinite creativity through the unique instrument of your consciousness. This is the true art of conscious living, partnering with the field of infinite possibilities to create a reality that serves not only your highest good, but the highest good of all life. One of the most profound discoveries in quantum physics is the phenomenon of quantum entanglement, the mysterious way that particles can remain connected across vast distances, instantly influencing each other regardless of the space between them. When two particles become entangled, measuring one immediately affects the other, even if they are separated by millions of miles. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance, but modern science has confirmed it as one of the fundamental features of reality. What science is beginning to understand is that this same principle of entanglement operates at the level of consciousness. You are not an isolated individual separate from the rest of existence. You are intimately connected to all life through invisible threads of quantum connection. Every person you've ever loved, every place that has touched your heart, every experience that has shaped your soul remains entangled with you at the quantum level. Right now, as you breathe deeply and relax into this moment, feel into these quantum connections that surround you. Somewhere in the world, there may be people who are thinking of you with love, And at the quantum level, you are receiving that love right now. There may be places in nature that hold your energy signature, trees you've touched, waters you've blessed with your presence, and they remember you through quantum entanglement. This understanding transforms how we think about healing, love, and manifestation. When you send loving thoughts to someone, even someone on the other side of the world, those thoughts have an immediate effect through quantum entanglement. When you hold a vision of healing for yourself or others, that vision ripples through the quantum field and influences probability waves toward healing outcomes. Your DNA itself is quantum entangled with the DNA of every person you've ever shared a deep emotional connection with. This means that when you heal something within yourself, it creates healing ripples that affect your loved ones, even if they are not physically present. When you raise your consciousness, you literally lift the consciousness of everyone who is quantum entangled with you. Feel into your heart now and think of someone you love deeply, a family member, a dear friend, a romantic partner, or even a beloved pet. As you focus on this being with genuine love and appreciation, you are strengthening the quantum entanglement between you. You are sending healing energy across space and time through these invisible connections. This quantum entanglement also explains many of the mysterious experiences people have, knowing when a loved one is in trouble, feeling their presence after they've passed away, or having simultaneous thoughts and experiences with people they're close to. These are not coincidences. They are evidence of the quantum connections that bind all consciousness together. Your quantum entanglement also extends to your future self. The person you are becoming is already connected to the person you are now through quantum threads. When you align with your highest potential, you strengthen this connection and draw your future self closer to your present reality. This is one of the mechanisms through which positive visualization and intention setting create actual changes in your life. Think of it this way. Every possible version of yourself exists simultaneously in the quantum field. There's a version of you that is completely healthy, abundantly prosperous, deeply loved, and living your highest purpose. This version of you is not just a fantasy. It exists as a real potential in the quantum realm. Through quantum entanglement, you can connect with this highest version of yourself and begin to embody its qualities right now. As you rest here tonight, imagine reaching across the quantum field to connect with your highest potential self. What does this version of you feel like? How do they carry themselves? What kind of thoughts do they think? What kind of emotions do they feel most of the time? What kind of life do they live? Allow yourself to feel the reality of this highest version of yourself, and notice how quantum entanglement begins to pull these qualities into your current experience. Your quantum entanglement also connects you to the collective consciousness of humanity. Every breakthrough in consciousness that any human being has ever achieved becomes available to all humans through these quantum connections. The wisdom of the great masters, the insights of the greatest scientists, the love of the most compassionate beings, all of this is accessible to you through the quantum field. This means you never have to figure everything out by yourself. You are connected to the greatest intelligence that has ever existed on this planet, and this intelligence is available to guide you, inspire you, and support you in every moment. When you quiet your mind and open your heart, you can tap into this collective wisdom and receive exactly the guidance you need. Your quantum entanglement with nature is especially profound. Every breath you take connects you to the oxygen produced by plants and trees. Every drink of water connects you to the hydrological cycle of the entire planet. Every step you take connects you to the magnetic field of the earth. You are not separate from nature. You are nature expressing itself in human form. When you spend time in natural settings, you strengthen these quantum connections and receive healing energy from the living systems of the planet. The trees, the rivers, the mountains, the oceans, all of these natural systems are sending you love and support through quantum entanglement. They want you to be healthy, happy, and whole because your well-being contributes to the well-being of the entire planetary system. As you sleep tonight, these quantum connections will continue to work on your behalf. Healing energy from loved ones will flow to you across space and time. Wisdom from your highest potential self will download into your consciousness. Love from the natural world will restore and renew your energy. You are never alone because you are quantum entangled with all of life. This understanding can transform how you approach challenges in your life. Instead of feeling like you have to solve everything through your individual effort, you can call upon the quantum field for support. You can ask your future self for guidance. You can draw upon the wisdom of humanity's greatest teachers. You can receive healing energy from everyone who loves you. You are a unique and precious node in the vast network of consciousness that connects all beings. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions matter not only for your own life, but for the entire web of existence. When you choose love over fear, peace over conflict, or joy over sorrow, you strengthen these quantum connections and contribute to the healing and elevation of all life. Tonight, rest in the knowing that you are held, supported, and loved by the entire universe through these invisible threads of quantum entanglement. You are not an isolated fragment struggling alone. You are an integral part of the infinite tapestry of existence, forever connected to all that is, was, and ever will be. In the quantum world, there exists a phenomenon so profound that it challenges everything we thought we knew about the nature of reality. It's called the observer effect, and it reveals that the very act of conscious observation literally changes what is being observed. When scientists observe quantum particles, their observation causes particles to behave differently than when they are not being observed. Consciousness doesn't just witness reality, it participates in creating it. This discovery has staggering implications for your life. You are not a passive victim of circumstances beyond your control. You are an active participant in creating your reality through the power of your conscious observation. Every situation you observe, every emotion you witness within yourself, every thought you notice, all of these are changed by the very fact that you are observing them with awareness. Right now, as you become conscious of your breathing naturally begins to deepen and slow. This is the observer effect in action. Your awareness of your breath changes your breath. Your awareness of your heartbeat affects your heart rhythm. Your awareness of tension in your body begins to release that tension. Your consciousness is a creative force that transforms whatever it touches. Most people live their lives unconsciously, running on automatic pilot, reacting to circumstances rather than consciously creating them. But tonight, you are awakening to your true power as a conscious observer. You have the ability to look at any area of your life, your health, your relationships, your finances, your emotional patterns, and transform them simply by bringing conscious awareness to them. The key is not to observe with judgment, criticism, or the desire to force change. The quantum field responds to the quality of your observation. When you observe with love, acceptance, and curious interest, you create space for natural transformation to occur. When you observe with resistance, judgment, or desperation, you often strengthen what you're trying to change. Think about a challenge or limitation in your life right now. Instead of trying to fix it or make it go away, simply observe it with gentle, loving awareness. Notice how it feels in your body. Notice what thoughts arise when you focus on it. Notice any emotions that emerge. Don't try to change anything. Just observe with the same loving attention you might give to a child who is struggling. As you observe this challenge with unconditional love, notice what begins to shift. The very quality of your attention is already beginning to transform the situation. You're not fighting against the problem. You're holding space for it to evolve naturally. This is the true power of the observer effect. Loving observation creates the conditions for spontaneous healing and transformation. Your observation also affects the people around you. When you look at someone with genuine love and appreciation, seeing their highest potential rather than their current limitations, you actually influence their ability to access that potential. Your loving observation creates a field of possibility around them that supports their growth and healing. This is why great teachers, healers, and parents have such transformative effects on others. They have mastered the art of loving observation. They see not what is, but what could be. They observe not the current limitation, but the infinite potential. Their quality of attention creates a space where miracles become possible. The same principle applies to your relationship with yourself. For too long, you may have been observing yourself with critical, judgmental eyes, focusing on your flaws, your failures, your limitations. But tonight, you're learning to observe yourself with the same loving attention that creates transformation. You're seeing yourself not as someone who needs to be fixed, but as someone who is naturally evolving toward their highest potential. When you observe your body with love and appreciation, your body responds by functioning more harmoniously. When you observe your emotions with acceptance rather than resistance, they naturally flow and transform. When you observe your thoughts with curious interest rather than judgment, you create space for new, more empowering thoughts to emerge. The observer effect also explains why meditation and mindfulness practices are so powerful. These practices are not about stopping thoughts or achieving a special state. They're about developing the capacity for loving, non-judgmental observation. The more you practice observing your inner experience with acceptance and love, the more your entire reality begins to transform. Your observation of the present moment is especially powerful. When you bring your full awareness to this moment, not thinking about the past or worrying about the future, but completely present to what is happening right now, you access your greatest creative power. The present moment is where the observer effect is strongest, where your consciousness has the most influence on reality. Feel yourself becoming fully present now. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breathing, the sounds around you, the feeling of being supported by your bed. This is your consciousness observing reality directly, without the filter of thoughts or judgments. In this state of pure observation, you are most connected to your creative power. As you observe this moment with full presence, notice how it begins to feel different. The simple act of paying attention with love transforms even the most ordinary moment into something sacred and beautiful. This is your consciousness in its natural state, not thinking about reality, but directly experiencing and participating in its creation. The observer effect also works retroactively. When you observe past experiences with new understanding and compassion, you literally change their effect on your present reality. The past is not fixed. It is constantly being reinterpreted and transformed by your current level of consciousness. As you heal your relationship with the past through loving observation, you free yourself to create a different future. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, your consciousness will continue its work as a loving observer. Even in your dreams, your awareness will be gently transforming old patterns, healing old wounds, and creating new possibilities. Your subconscious mind will integrate the new quality of observation you're developing, making it easier for you to access this power in your waking life. Remember, you are not trying to control or manipulate reality through the observer effect. You are simply bringing the highest quality of attention, loving, accepting, curious awareness, to whatever arises in your experience. This quality of attention is itself a healing force that naturally transforms whatever it touches. You are the conscious observer of your own life, and in that observation lies your greatest power. Not the power to force or control, but the power to create space for the natural intelligence of life to express itself through you in ever more beautiful and harmonious ways. Your nervous system is the master control center of your entire physical experience. It determines whether you feel safe or threatened, peaceful or anxious, open to possibility or closed in protection. For most of your life, your nervous system may have been calibrated for survival, constantly scanning for threats, ready to fight, flee, or freeze at a moment's notice. But tonight, we're going to recalibrate your nervous system for creation, openness, and thriving. The autonomic nervous system has two primary branches: the sympathetic nervous system, which activates when you perceive danger, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which activates when you feel safe and relaxed. Most people in modern society spend far too much time in sympathetic activation, stressed, hurried, and constantly vigilant. This state of chronic stress not only affects your health, but also limits your creative potential and your ability to manifest positive changes in your life. When your nervous system is in survival mode, your body directs energy away from growth, healing, and reproduction, and toward immediate protection. Blood flow is redirected away from your digestive system and higher brain functions toward your muscles, preparing you for physical action. Stress hormones flood your system, suppressing your immune function and disrupting your sleep. Your perception narrows, focusing only on potential threats while missing opportunities and possibilities. But when your nervous system is in a state of safety and relaxation, what we call the parasympathetic state, your body shifts into growth and healing mode. Digestive function improves, immune system strengthens, cellular repair accelerates, and higher brain functions come online. In this state, you have access to creativity, intuition, and the ability to see possibilities that are invisible when you're in survival mode. Right now, as you breathe slowly and deeply, you are naturally shifting your nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic activation. Feel your breathing slowing down, your heart rate decreasing, your muscles relaxing. This is not just relaxation. This is your nervous system recalibrating for optimal function. Place your hand on your belly and feel it rise and fall with each breath. This diaphragmatic breathing sends direct signals to your nervous system that you are safe, that there is no immediate threat, that it's safe to relax into healing and growth mode. Your vagus nerve, the longest nerve in your autonomic nervous system, responds immediately to this slow, deep breathing by activating your parasympathetic response. The vagus nerve is sometimes called the wandering nerve because it travels from your brainstem down through your neck, chest, and abdomen, connecting your brain to your heart, lungs, digestive system, and other vital organs. This nerve is like a superhighway of communication between your brain and body, and it's one of the most important pathways for nervous system healing. When your vagus nerve is functioning optimally, what researchers call high vagal tone, you have greater emotional resilience, better immune function, improved heart rate variability, and an enhanced ability to recover from stress. People with high vagal tone tend to be more compassionate, more socially connected, and better able to regulate their emotions. Feel your vagus nerve now as a river of peace flowing from your brain down through your body. With each exhale, imagine this river growing stronger and more vibrant, carrying signals of safety and healing to every organ system. Your heart rhythm is becoming more coherent. Your digestion is improving. Your immune system is strengthening, all through the power of vagal activation. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your vagus nerve is through what researchers call positive emotional states. Feelings like love, gratitude, compassion, and awe. These emotions naturally activate your parasympathetic nervous system and increase vagal tone. This is why spiritual practices that cultivate these emotions have such profound effects on physical health and well-being. Right now, bring to mind something or someone you feel genuinely grateful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of your bed, or as profound as the love of a family member. Feel this gratitude not just as a thought, but as a warm sensation in your body. Notice how this feeling of gratitude naturally slows your breathing, relaxes your muscles, and creates a sense of expansion in your chest. This is your nervous system recalibrating in real time. Your nervous system also learns through repetition. Every time you consciously choose to activate your parasympathetic response through deep breathing, gratitude, meditation, or other calming practices, you're training your nervous system to default to this state more easily. Over time, what once required conscious effort becomes automatic. This nervous system recalibration has profound effects on your ability to manifest positive changes in your life. When you're in survival mode, your perception is limited to immediate threats and problems. But when your nervous system is calibrated for growth and creation, you begin to notice opportunities, synchronicities, and possibilities that were always there, but invisible to your stressed perception. In this relaxed state, your intuitive abilities are also enhanced. The same vagus nerve that regulates your physical organs also connects to areas of your brain associated with intuition and creativity. When your nervous system is calm and coherent, you have better access to subtle information from your environment and from the quantum field around you. Many people notice that their best ideas, most creative insights, and clearest guidance come when they're in relaxed states, in the shower, on walks in nature, or just before falling asleep. This is because their nervous system has shifted into the optimal state for receiving intuitive information and creative inspiration. As you continue to breathe deeply and relax, imagine your entire nervous system being bathed in golden healing light. This light is recalibrating every nerve pathway, every neural connection, every synaptic transmission. Old patterns of reactivity, anxiety, and hypervigilance are being gently dissolved and replaced with patterns of peace, trust, and openness. Your nervous system is also intimately connected to your emotional patterns. Chronic emotions like fear, anger, or sadness create specific patterns of nervous system activation that can become habitual over time. But as you recalibrate your nervous system tonight, you're also creating space for new emotional patterns to emerge. Patterns of joy, love, peace, and enthusiasm. This recalibration affects not only your internal experience, but also your relationships with others. When your nervous system is chronically activated, you unconsciously signal danger to other people's nervous systems, making them feel less safe and more defensive around you. But when your nervous system is calm and coherent, you become a source of peace and safety for others. People feel better in your presence without knowing why. Children and animals are especially sensitive to nervous system states. They can sense immediately whether someone's nervous system is in a state of safety or threat, and they respond accordingly. As you develop greater nervous system coherence, you'll notice that children are more drawn to you, animals are more relaxed around you, and even plants seem to thrive in your presence. Your nervous system recalibration also affects your sleep quality and dream life. When your nervous system is properly calibrated, you fall asleep more easily, sleep more deeply, and wake up more refreshed. Your dreams become more vivid and meaningful because your nervous system is in the optimal state for processing and integrating experiences. Tonight, as you sleep, this recalibration process will continue at the deepest levels of your nervous system. Your brain will consolidate these new patterns of peace and safety, making them more easily accessible in your daily life. You may notice that situations that used to trigger stress responses no longer affect you the same way. You may find yourself naturally choosing more calming activities and environments. This nervous system recalibration is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Each time you consciously choose to breathe deeply, cultivate gratitude, spend time in nature, or engage in other practices that activate your parasympathetic response, you're strengthening these new neural pathways and making it easier for your nervous system to default to states of peace and creativity. Remember, your nervous system is not just a biological mechanism. It's an interface between your consciousness and your physical experience. As you learn to work consciously with your nervous system, you gain greater control over your emotional states, your health, your relationships, and your ability to create positive changes in your life. Feel yourself now fully relaxed into this new nervous system calibration. Your entire being is oriented toward growth, healing, and creation, rather than survival and protection. From this state, anything is possible. From this state, miracles are natural. From this state, you are aligned with your highest potential and ready to create a life that reflects your deepest dreams and aspirations. In the constant motion and noise of modern life, there exists a sacred space that most people never discover. The space between thoughts, the pause between breaths, the stillness that exists at the center of all activity. This is not empty space, but the fullest, most creative space in existence. It is in this sacred pause that healing happens, wisdom emerges, and miracles are born. Right now, as you rest here in the quiet darkness, you have access to this sacred pause in a way that is often difficult during your busy waking hours. Your mind is naturally slowing down, the mental chatter is beginning to quiet, and you're dropping into deeper levels of consciousness where this profound stillness can be experienced directly. This sacred pause is not something you create through effort or technique. It is your natural state, temporarily obscured by the constant activity of thinking, doing, and reacting to life's demands. It's like the sun, which is always shining brightly even when clouds temporarily block its light. The stillness is always there, waiting for you to recognize and rest in it. In this pause, you are not the one who is anxious, stressed, or struggling with life's challenges. You are the awareness that observes these temporary states without being disturbed by them. You are the consciousness that remains peaceful and whole, regardless of what thoughts or emotions may be passing through your experience. Feel this stillness now. It's not the absence of activity. Your heart is still beating, your breath is still flowing, your cells are still carrying out their countless functions. It's the presence of peace that exists simultaneously with all activity. It's the eye of the hurricane, perfectly calm while life swirls around it. This sacred pause is where your true power resides. Not the power to force or control external circumstances, but the power to remain centered and clear regardless of what's happening around you. From this place of stillness, you can respond to life's challenges with wisdom, rather than reacting from fear or habit. From this place, you can access creative solutions that are invisible to the agitated mind. Many of the world's greatest discoveries, artistic creations, and spiritual insights have emerged from this sacred pause. When the thinking mind becomes quiet, a deeper intelligence can emerge, an intelligence that is connected to the same creative force that moves the stars and grows the flowers. This intelligence doesn't belong to you personally. You belong to it. You are its vehicle for expression in this world. As you rest in this stillness, notice that you don't disappear. You become more yourself than ever. All the roles you play, all the identities you wear, all the stories you tell about yourself become transparent, revealing the luminous being that you truly are underneath all these temporary costumes. This being that you are has never been hurt by life's experiences. It has never been diminished by failure or inflated by success. It remains eternally whole, eternally connected to the source of all life, eternally at peace. This is not a spiritual concept. This is your actual reality, available to be experienced directly in this moment. The sacred pause is also where healing happens most naturally and effortlessly. When your mind stops trying to figure out how to heal, fix, or improve your situation, the body's natural healing intelligence can operate without interference. In stillness, your cells remember their original blueprint of perfect health. Your energy field naturally reorganizes itself into patterns of harmony and coherence. This is why meditation, prayer, and other contemplative practices are so healing. They're not really doing anything, they're creating space for your natural wholeness to reveal itself. They're removing the interference of mental noise so that your innate wisdom and healing capacity can function freely. In this sacred pause, you also gain access to a different relationship with time. Instead of feeling pressured by time, rushed by deadlines, or anxious about the future, you experience the eternal now, the timeless moment that contains all possibilities. From this perspective, you have all the time you need for everything that truly matters. Past and future are revealed as mental constructs that exist only in thought. The past exists now only as memory, and the future exists now only as imagination. What actually exists is this eternal present moment, pregnant with infinite possibility, available to be experienced fully only when you pause long enough to rest in it. This moment is not just one moment in a series of moments. It is the only moment there is, constantly renewing itself, always fresh, always available. Every moment of your life is this same eternal now, dressed up in different content but essentially identical in its nature as pure presence, pure awareness, pure being. Feel yourself dissolving into this eternal now. There's nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to become, no problem you need to solve. You are already complete, already whole, already perfect as you are. Any sense of incompleteness or lack is simply a case of mistaken identity, taking yourself to be the temporary wave instead of the eternal ocean. The sacred pause is also where true love is discovered. Not love as an emotion that comes and goes, but love as the very fabric of existence. The force that holds all things together, the intelligence that beats your heart and breathes your breath. This love is not something you have to earn or deserve. It is what you are made of. In this pause, you realize that you have never been separate from this love, never been cut off from the source of all life, never been alone in your journey. The sense of separation was just a temporary forgetting, a necessary part of the human experience that allows you to rediscover your true nature with greater appreciation and wonder. As you rest here in this sacred pause, let yourself be completely held by the silence. Let it penetrate every cell of your body, every corner of your mind, every aspect of your being. This silence is not empty. It is the fullness from which all things emerge and to which all things return. Tonight, as you sleep, this sacred pause will continue to work its magic in the depths of your consciousness. Old patterns of mental agitation will be dissolved in the stillness. New insights will emerge from the silence. Healing will happen in the space between thoughts, and you will wake up more connected to your true nature, more centered in your authentic power. and more available to live from the sacred pause, even in the midst of activity. Everything in the universe is vibration. Your thoughts vibrate at specific frequencies. Your emotions create vibrational patterns that ripple through your energy field. Your words carry vibrational signatures that affect both you and everyone who hears them. Even your intentions and beliefs generate vibrational frequencies that interact with the quantum field around you. The circumstances of your life are not random. They are vibrational matches to the frequencies you consistently broadcast through your consciousness. If you want to change your external reality, you must first change your internal vibration. This is not a mystical concept. It is the fundamental principle by which consciousness creates reality. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, your vibrational frequency is naturally rising. The stress, worry, and mental noise that may have dominated your thoughts during the day are settling, allowing your natural high vibration to emerge. This is your authentic frequency, the vibrational signature of your soul, your true self, your highest potential. Your soul vibrates at the frequency of unconditional love, infinite creativity, perfect health, and boundless joy. This is not an idealized state you might achieve someday. This is your actual nature, temporarily obscured by lower vibrational thoughts and emotions, but always available to be remembered and embodied. The dreams and desires in your heart are not random fantasies. They are vibrational blueprints calling you toward your highest expression. The healing you long for, the love you seek, the creative projects that inspire you, the contribution you want to make, all of these exist first as vibrational potentials, waiting for you to match their frequency so they can manifest in your physical reality. Think about something you deeply desire in your life. Instead of focusing on the fact that you don't have it yet, tune into the vibrational essence of this desire. How would it feel to have this in your life? What emotions would you experience? What would your energy be like? What kind of thoughts would you think? This feeling state is the vibrational frequency you need to embody to attract this reality. The key to vibrational alignment is not to try to force yourself to feel something you don't genuinely feel, but to find authentic ways to access the vibrational states that match your desires. If you want to attract love, find ways to feel genuinely loving, toward yourself, toward others, toward life itself. If you want to manifest abundance, find authentic reasons to feel grateful and appreciative for what you already have. Your body is an exquisite vibrational instrument, constantly communicating your internal frequency to the world around you. When you're aligned with joy, your entire physiology changes. Your posture becomes more upright. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your facial expressions soften. Your energy field expands. Others can sense this shift even if they can't consciously identify what's different about you. Similarly, when you're vibrating at the frequency of fear, scarcity, or limitation, your body reflects these states through tension, shallow breathing, contracted posture, and a diminished energy field. These physical expressions of your vibrational state then influence how others respond to you and what kinds of opportunities and experiences you attract. Feel your body now as a vibrational tuning fork, adjusting its frequency to match your highest potential. Imagine golden light flowing through every cell, raising the vibration of your entire physical form. Your cells respond to this vibrational upgrade by functioning more efficiently, healing more rapidly, and expressing their optimal genetic potential. Your thoughts are powerful vibrational creators. Every thought you think sends out specific frequencies that attract experiences matching those frequencies. Thoughts of worry attract worrisome experiences. Thoughts of gratitude attract more reasons to be grateful. Thoughts of possibility attract opportunities. This is not magical thinking. This is the way consciousness interacts with the quantum field. But your emotions are even more powerful vibrational transmitters than your thoughts. While thoughts create the blueprints, emotions provide the energy that brings those blueprints to life. This is why positive thinking alone is often ineffective. If your emotions don't match your thoughts, your emotional vibration will override your mental vibration and create experiences that match how you feel rather than what you think. The most powerful vibrational states for manifestation are love, gratitude, joy, and peace. These emotions create coherent, high-frequency vibrations that naturally attract harmonious experiences. When you can authentically embody these states, regardless of your external circumstances, you become a magnet for miracles. Right now, tune into the vibration of gratitude. Think of something in your life that you can feel genuinely grateful for, and let that appreciation fill your entire being. Notice how gratitude feels in your body, the warmth in your chest, the relaxation in your muscles, the expansion in your energy field. This is what high vibrational living feels like. Now shift to the vibration of love. Bring to mind someone or something you love unconditionally, and let that love permeate every part of your being. Feel how love changes your breathing, your heart rhythm, your entire energetic presence. This loving vibration is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, capable of healing, transforming, and manifesting in ways that transcend ordinary understanding. Next, access the vibration of joy. Remember a time when you felt pure, innocent joy, perhaps a moment from childhood, a beautiful experience in nature, or a time when everything felt perfect exactly as it was. Let this joy bubble up from deep within you, filling your energy field with its effervescent frequency. Joy is the natural vibration of a soul that knows its connection to the infinite. Finally, rest in the vibration of peace. This is not the temporary peace that comes from having all your problems solved, but the eternal peace that exists at the core of your being regardless of external circumstances. This peace is your true nature, always available, always whole, always unshakable. As you embody these high vibrational states, you are literally reprogramming your energy field to attract experiences that match these frequencies. The quantum field responds to your vibrational signature by organizing circumstances, people, and opportunities that resonate with your new frequency. This vibrational alignment doesn't happen overnight, but it begins immediately. Every moment you choose love over fear, gratitude over complaint, or peace over agitation, you are shifting your vibrational frequency and creating new possibilities in your life. These small shifts accumulate over time, eventually creating profound transformations in your external reality. Tonight, as you sleep, your energy field will continue to stabilize at these higher frequencies. Your dreams may reflect this vibrational upgrade through more positive, inspiring, or healing dream content. You may wake up feeling somehow different, lighter, more optimistic, more connected to your authentic power. This is the natural result of vibrational alignment, the beautiful consequence of matching your frequency to your dreams. Within your body exists the most sophisticated pharmacy ever created, more complex and intelligent than any drugstore, more responsive and personalized than any medical treatment. Your body has the innate ability to produce every chemical it needs for healing, regeneration, and optimal function. Tonight, we're going to consciously activate this inner pharmacy through the power of healing light. Every cell in your body contains light, literally. Your cellular mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, produce energy through a process that involves biophotons, particles of light that carry information and energy throughout your biological system. This is not metaphorical light. This is actual, measurable electromagnetic radiation that your cells use to communicate with each other and coordinate their functions. When your inner light is vibrant and coherent, your entire system functions optimally. Your immune system knows exactly how to protect you without creating harmful inflammation. Your nervous system maintains perfect balance between activation and relaxation. Your endocrine system produces hormones in precisely the right amounts and timing. Your cardiovascular system pumps blood efficiently while maintaining healthy blood pressure. But when your inner light becomes dimmed or incoherent, through stress, negative emotions, poor lifestyle choices, or disconnection from your true nature, your body's natural healing and regulatory mechanisms become compromised. Disease, dysfunction, and accelerated aging are often the result of this loss of cellular light and coherence. Tonight, we're going to consciously restore and amplify your inner light. Begin by imagining a gentle, golden light beginning to glow in the center of your chest, in your heart space. This is not just visualization. You are actually activating real electromagnetic processes in your body that support healing and regeneration. Feel this light beginning to grow brighter and warmer with each breath. This light knows exactly what your body needs for optimal health. It carries the perfect information to restore balance, promote healing, and activate your highest genetic potential. Trust this light completely. It is the same intelligence that has been keeping you alive since the moment you were conceived. Now imagine this healing light beginning to expand from your heart throughout your entire circulatory system. See it flowing through your arteries and veins, carrying healing energy to every organ, every tissue, every cell. Your blood itself becomes luminous with this healing light, delivering not just oxygen and nutrients, but also healing information to every part of your body. Focus on your immune system now. Imagine your white blood cells, your natural killer cells, your T cells and B cells all being bathed in this healing light. Feel them becoming more intelligent, more effective, more precisely targeted in their protective functions. Any pathogens, toxins, or cellular debris that doesn't serve your highest good is being gently dissolved and eliminated by this light-activated immune response. Turn your attention to your nervous system. See this golden light flowing along every nerve pathway, from your brain down your spinal cord and out to every peripheral nerve. Feel your nervous system being restored to perfect function, optimal communication between brain and body, balanced autonomic responses, enhanced cognitive function, and deep restorative relaxation. Your brain itself is being bathed in this healing light. Your neurons are forming new connections that support positive thinking, emotional resilience, and creative problem solving. Your pineal gland, sometimes called your third eye, is being activated to produce optimal levels of melatonin for deep restorative sleep and enhanced intuitive abilities. Focus now on your endocrine system, your glands that produce the hormones that regulate every aspect of your physical and emotional experience. See your thyroid being restored to perfect function, producing exactly the right amount of hormones to maintain your ideal metabolism and energy levels. Your adrenal glands are being healed from chronic stress, learning to produce cortisol and adrenaline only when truly needed, while increasing your production of DHEA and other anti-aging hormones. For women, this light is balancing your ovaries and supporting optimal reproductive health regardless of your age or life stage. For men, this light is supporting optimal testosterone production and prostate health. For everyone, this light is activating your body's natural anti-aging mechanisms, supporting the production of growth hormone, improving cellular repair processes, and maintaining the length and integrity of your telomeres. Your digestive system is also being blessed by this healing light. Your stomach is producing exactly the right amount of acid for optimal digestion. Your intestines are maintaining perfect permeability, allowing nutrients to be absorbed while keeping toxins out. Your gut microbiome is coming into ideal balance, with beneficial bacteria thriving and harmful microorganisms being naturally eliminated. This healing light is also reaching into your liver, your body's primary detoxification organ. See your liver cells being regenerated and renewed, their ability to process toxins being restored to optimal function. Your kidneys are being supported to filter your blood perfectly while maintaining ideal fluid and electrolyte balance. Your musculoskeletal system is responding beautifully to this light as well. Your bones are being strengthened, your muscles are finding their perfect tone and flexibility, and your joints are being lubricated and restored to pain-free function. Any areas of chronic pain or stiffness are receiving extra attention from this intelligent healing light. This light is also working at the genetic level, activating genes that support health, longevity, and vitality, while turning off genes associated with disease and aging. Your telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes, are being restored to their youthful length. Your cell's ability to repair DNA damage is being enhanced. Your mitochondria are being rejuvenated, increasing your energy production at the cellular level. But this healing light works beyond just the physical level. It's also healing emotional wounds stored in your body, releasing trauma held in your tissues, and clearing energetic blockages that may have been limiting your vitality. Old grief is being lifted from your lungs, ancient anger is being released from your liver, and deep fears are being dissolved from your kidneys. Feel this light also surrounding your entire body, creating a protective field of healing energy that shields you from negative influences while attracting positive, life-supporting energies. This field of light continues to work on your behalf even when you're not consciously aware of it, constantly supporting your body's natural healing processes. As you rest in this field of healing light, your inner pharmacy is being fully activated. Your body is producing optimal levels of serotonin and dopamine for emotional well-being. Your natural pain relief mechanisms are being enhanced. Your production of anti-inflammatory compounds is being increased. Your body's ability to absorb and utilize nutrients is being improved. This healing light also carries the frequency of perfect health, the vibrational blueprint of your body's optimal state. Every cell is remembering its original instructions for perfect function. Any cellular confusion or malfunction is being gently corrected as your cells attune to this healing frequency. Tonight, as you sleep, this healing light will continue its work throughout your entire system. Your body's natural repair and regeneration processes will be enhanced. Your sleep will be deeper and more restorative. Your dreams may carry healing imagery and information. You will wake up feeling more vibrant, more energized, and more aligned with your natural state of radiant health. This inner pharmacy is always available to you. The more you consciously activate it through practices like this healing light meditation, the more effective it becomes. You are not a victim of genetics, aging, or disease. You are the conscious director of your body's healing intelligence, capable of activating extraordinary states of health and vitality through the power of your awareness. Your subconscious mind is like the most sophisticated computer ever created, running millions of programs simultaneously to maintain your life, your habits, your automatic responses, and your perception of reality. But unlike a computer, your subconscious mind is creative, intelligent, and responsive to the right kind of programming. Tonight, we're going to speak to your subconscious mind in the language it understands best. The subconscious mind doesn't think in words the way your conscious mind does. It thinks in images, emotions, sensations, and symbols. It responds to repetition, emotion, and vivid sensory experience. It doesn't understand time the way your conscious mind does. To your subconscious, everything is happening now. And most importantly, it doesn't judge or analyze the information it receives. It simply accepts and acts upon whatever is impressed upon it with sufficient emotional intensity and repetition. This is why willpower alone is often ineffective for creating lasting change. Willpower is a function of your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind is thousands of times more powerful. When your conscious intentions conflict with your subconscious programming, your subconscious will win every time. But when you learn to align your conscious desires with your subconscious programming, you gain access to incredible power for transformation. Right now, as you rest in this relaxed state, your conscious mind is naturally stepping aside, and your subconscious mind is becoming more receptive to new programming. This is the optimal state for installing new beliefs, habits, and automatic responses that will serve your highest good. The first principle of effective subconscious programming is to speak in positive, present tense terms. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand negatives. If I tell you not to think of a pink elephant, your subconscious immediately creates an image of a pink elephant. So instead of programming "I am not sick," we program "I am healthy and vibrant." Instead of "I don't want to be alone," we program "I am surrounded by love." The second principle is to engage emotion. Your subconscious mind is moved by feeling, not logic. The more emotion you can generate around a new belief or program, the more quickly and deeply it will be installed. This is why traumatic experiences create such lasting impressions. They come with intense emotional charge. The third principle is to use vivid sensory imagery. Your subconscious mind thinks in pictures, sounds, sensations, smells, and tastes. The more vividly you can imagine yourself already living your desired reality, with all the sensory details that would accompany that reality, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. Let's begin reprogramming your subconscious mind with beliefs and patterns that support your highest good. I'm going to offer you a series of new programs, and I want you to not just hear these words, but to feel them, see them, and experience them as if they were already true in your life. First, we're installing the program of perfect health. My body is a magnificent healing machine, Every cell in my body vibrates with perfect health and vitality. My immune system is strong and intelligent, protecting me effortlessly. My energy levels are naturally high, and I feel wonderful in my body. My body knows exactly how to heal itself, and I trust its wisdom completely. As you hear these words, see yourself living with perfect health. Feel the energy flowing through your body. See yourself moving with grace and strength. Experience the joy of living in a body that serves you perfectly. Let these images and feelings penetrate deeply into your subconscious mind. Next, we're programming abundance and prosperity. I am a magnet for abundance in all its forms. Money flows to me easily and frequently from multiple sources. I provide tremendous value to others, and I am compensated generously for my contributions. I live in a state of grateful abundance, knowing that the universe is infinitely generous. I make wise financial decisions and my wealth grows consistently. Visualize yourself living in financial freedom. See your bank account reflecting abundance. Feel the peace and security that comes from knowing you always have more than enough. Experience the joy of being able to be generous with others. See yourself making a meaningful contribution that naturally attracts financial reward. Now we're installing the program of love and relationships. I am deeply loved and appreciated for who I am. I attract healthy, loving relationships into my life effortlessly. I am worthy of love simply because I exist. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I am surrounded by people who support, encourage, and celebrate me. Love is my natural state, and I express it freely. Feel yourself surrounded by love. See the faces of people who care about you. Experience the warmth of meaningful connections. Feel your own heart expanding with love for yourself and others. Know that you are infinitely lovable exactly as you are. We're programming success and fulfillment in your work. I am engaged in work that is meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with my highest purpose. My unique gifts and talents are recognized and valued. I contribute to the world in ways that bring me deep satisfaction. Success comes naturally to me because I am following my authentic path. I am exactly where I need to be, doing exactly what I'm meant to do. See yourself engaged in work that lights you up. Feel the satisfaction of using your talents fully. Experience the recognition and appreciation you receive for your contributions. Know that you are making a difference in the world through your unique gifts. Now we're installing programs of emotional well-being. I am naturally calm, peaceful, and emotionally balanced. I respond to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. I trust that everything happens for my highest good. I release the past easily and embrace the present moment fully. Joy is my natural state, and I find reasons to be happy everywhere I look. Feel the deep peace that comes from knowing you can handle whatever life brings. Experience the joy that bubbles up naturally when you're aligned with your true nature. See yourself responding to challenges with calmness and wisdom. Know that emotional balance is your birthright. Finally, we're programming spiritual connection and purpose. I am connected to the infinite intelligence that created me. I trust the guidance that comes from within. I am here for a purpose, and that purpose unfolds naturally through my life. I am supported by forces seen and unseen. My life has meaning, and every experience contributes to my growth and awakening. Feel your connection to something greater than yourself. Experience the peace that comes from knowing you're guided and supported. See your life unfolding with perfect timing and purpose. Know that you are never alone, never lost, never without direction. These new programs are now being installed in your subconscious mind. They will continue to integrate and strengthen as you sleep tonight. Your subconscious mind will begin immediately to reorganize your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and circumstances to align with these new programs. Don't be surprised if you begin to notice changes in your life over the coming days and weeks. You may find yourself naturally making healthier choices, attracting more positive people and opportunities, feeling more confident and optimistic, or discovering new clarity about your direction in life. These are signs that your new subconscious programming is taking effect. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening, always learning, always adapting to whatever you consistently feed it. Make it a practice to consciously choose thoughts, images, and emotions that support the life you want to create. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer a beloved friend. Feed your subconscious mind a steady diet of positivity, possibility, and love. Your subconscious mind wants to serve you, to help you create a life of health, happiness, love, and fulfillment. It has been faithfully executing whatever programs were installed, even when those programs no longer served you. But now you have given it new instructions, new blueprints for your life. Trust that these new programs will manifest in your experience. As surely as seeds planted in fertile soil will grow into beautiful flowers, there is a level of consciousness where miracles are not extraordinary events, but natural expressions of your true nature. This is miracle consciousness, a state of awareness where you recognize yourself as an infinite being, temporarily having a human experience, where you understand that the apparent limitations of physical reality are simply invitations to remember your unlimited essence. In miracle consciousness, you don't try to create miracles. You allow miracles to flow through you. You become a clear channel for the infinite intelligence of the universe to express itself in forms that serve the highest good of all beings. This is not about becoming special or superior. It's about remembering what you have always been, a unique expression of the one consciousness that animates all life. Most people live from what we might call ordinary consciousness, the belief that they are separate individuals in a random universe, subject to the whims of external circumstances, limited by their genetics, their past, and the apparent laws of physical reality. But miracle consciousness reveals that these limitations are largely illusory, temporary agreements that consciousness has made in order to have certain experiences. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, you have access to miracle consciousness in a way that may be more difficult during your busy waking hours. Your analytical mind has stepped aside, your nervous system has relaxed into coherence, and your awareness has expanded beyond the narrow focus of everyday concerns. This is the perfect state for embodying miracle consciousness. In miracle consciousness, you recognize that the physical world is not solid, fixed, or separate from your consciousness. Modern physics has shown us that matter is actually energy vibrating at different frequencies, and that consciousness plays a fundamental role in determining how this energy manifests. You are not a victim of physical reality. You are a co-creator of it. This doesn't mean you can violate natural laws through wishful thinking. It means you understand that many of the limitations you accept as natural laws are actually habits of perception that can be transcended through expanded awareness. Healing that seems impossible becomes possible. Solutions that seemed unavailable suddenly appear. Resources manifest from unexpected sources. People show up at exactly the right time with exactly what you need. Feel yourself expanding into miracle consciousness now. Let go of the small story of who you think you are. Your name, your history, your roles, your problems, your limitations. These are not wrong or bad. They are simply costumes you are wearing, characters you are playing in the grand drama of existence. Underneath all these temporary identities is the eternal you, the infinite you, the you that is connected to everything and capable of anything. In miracle consciousness, you understand that love is not just an emotion, but the fundamental force that holds the universe together. When you align yourself with love, not just personal love, but universal love, the love that created you and sustains you, you gain access to creative powers that transcend ordinary understanding. Love is the miracle force that can heal any disease, transform any situation, and manifest any positive change. Feel this universal love flowing through you now. It's not something you have to generate or earn. It's what you are made of. Every cell in your body is formed from this love. Every breath you take is an expression of this love. Every heartbeat is this love pulsing through your being. When you remember this truth, you naturally become a vehicle for miraculous healing and transformation. In miracle consciousness, you also understand that time is not linear in the way it appears to ordinary perception. Past, present, and future are all available in the eternal now. This means you can send healing energy backward in time to comfort your younger self, and you can draw wisdom and strength from your future self, who has already overcome current challenges. All of time exists simultaneously in the quantum field of consciousness. Your future self, the one who has already achieved perfect health, abundant prosperity, loving relationships, and spiritual fulfillment, is reaching back through time right now to support and guide you. Feel this connection to your future self. What wisdom would they share with you? What would they want you to know? What would they tell you about the challenges you're currently facing? In Miracle Consciousness, you recognize that every person you encounter is another expression of the same infinite consciousness that you are. This doesn't mean everyone is at the same level of awareness or behaving in loving ways. It means that at the deepest level, there is only one consciousness experiencing itself through countless different perspectives. When you see others through the eyes of Miracle Consciousness, you naturally become a healing presence in their lives. This awareness transforms how you relate to difficult people and challenging situations. Instead of seeing enemies or obstacles, you see opportunities for love to express itself more fully. Instead of feeling victimized by others' behavior, you understand that everyone is doing the best they can from their current level of consciousness. Your compassionate understanding becomes a force for transformation in every interaction. In Miracle Consciousness, you also understand that your thoughts and intentions have immediate effects in the quantum field, even if those effects are not immediately visible in physical reality. Every loving thought you think sends ripples of healing energy throughout the web of consciousness that connects all beings. Every moment of gratitude you experience adds to the collective field of appreciation that lifts all life. Every intention for peace contributes to the healing of our world. This understanding brings tremendous responsibility and tremendous power. You realize that you are never just thinking private thoughts. You are contributing to the collective consciousness of humanity. When you choose love over fear, peace over conflict, or forgiveness over resentment, you are literally helping to heal the world. Your individual consciousness matters because it is not separate from the whole. In Miracle Consciousness, you understand that problems and challenges are not punishments or random misfortunes. They are opportunities for consciousness to expand, for love to deepen, for wisdom to emerge. Every difficulty you face is actually an invitation to discover resources within yourself that you didn't know existed. Every crisis is a chrysalis from which a more beautiful version of yourself can emerge. This doesn't mean you should seek out problems or suffering. It means you can meet whatever arises in your life with the understanding that it carries hidden gifts. The illness that forces you to slow down and reconnect with what truly matters. The relationship that ends and opens space for deeper love to enter. The job loss that propels you toward work that truly fulfills your soul. In Miracle Consciousness, you can see the deeper intelligence operating in all of life's experiences. Feel yourself embodying this Miracle Consciousness now. You are not trying to become something you're not. You are remembering what you have always been. You are not struggling to achieve a special state. You are relaxing into your natural condition. You are infinite consciousness having a temporary human experience, and you can access your infinite nature at any moment through the power of remembrance. In this state of Miracle Consciousness, set your intentions for healing, for love, for abundance, for purpose, for peace. But hold these intentions lightly, knowing that the infinite intelligence that created you knows better than your limited mind what will serve your highest good. You are not trying to control the universe. You are aligning yourself with its benevolent flow and allowing it to work through you in miraculous ways. Feel the presence of your spiritual guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, and all the beings of light who are supporting your journey. In Miracle Consciousness, you understand that you are never alone. Never without guidance, never beyond help. There are forces of love and wisdom working on your behalf that you cannot see but can certainly feel when you open your heart to their presence. Your life is a miracle. Your existence is a miracle. Your consciousness is a miracle. The fact that the universe has organized itself in such a way that you can exist, love, create, and experience beauty is the greatest miracle of all. When you live from Miracle Consciousness, you become a walking reminder to others of the miraculous nature of existence. Tonight, as you sleep in Miracle Consciousness, your dreams may carry profound healing, wisdom, and guidance. You may have experiences that seem to transcend ordinary reality, because you are connecting with dimensions of existence that are always present, but usually hidden from ordinary perception. Trust these experiences and integrate their gifts into your waking life. Tomorrow and in all the days that follow, you can return to this miracle consciousness whenever you choose. It is not a special state reserved for advanced spiritual practitioners. It is your natural birthright, your true identity, your authentic self. The more you embody miracle consciousness, the more miraculous your life becomes. Not because you are forcing miracles to happen, but because you are allowing the miraculous nature of existence to express itself through you. You are a miracle. You are living in a miraculous universe. You are surrounded by miracles at every moment. When you remember this truth and live from this knowing, you become a source of miracles for everyone whose life you touch. This is your gift to the world, the gift of remembering and embodying the miraculous nature of consciousness itself. Deep within you, a profound transformation has been taking place throughout this journey together. Like a caterpillar that enters the darkness of its cocoon, only to emerge as a magnificent butterfly, you have been undergoing a metamorphosis at the deepest levels of your being. The person who began listening to these words is not the same person who will emerge from this experience. This transformation is not metaphorical. It is actual, biological, cellular, and spiritual. Your neural pathways have been rewiring themselves as you've absorbed new information and perspectives. Your genetic expression has been shifting as you've aligned with higher frequencies of thought and emotion. Your energy field has been recalibrating as you've released old patterns and embraced new possibilities. You are literally becoming a new version of yourself. The old you, the one who felt limited by circumstances, defined by the past or constrained by what seemed possible, has served its purpose beautifully. That version of yourself got you to this moment, this place of transformation, this threshold of new becoming. Honor that old self with gratitude for its service, but know that it is time now to step into the new you that has been emerging. This new you is not someone you have to become through effort and struggle. This new you is who you have always been underneath the layers of conditioning, limitation, and false beliefs. You are not creating a new self. You are uncovering your authentic self, your true nature, your soul's original blueprint for this lifetime. Feel this new you stirring within you now. Notice how it feels different from the old patterns of thinking and being. This new you is more peaceful yet more powerful, more gentle yet more confident, more humble yet more magnificent. This new you knows things that the old you couldn't access: wisdom, love, creative potential, and connection to infinite resources. The new you lives from a different set of assumptions about reality. Instead of believing in scarcity, you naturally expect abundance. Instead of anticipating problems, you look for opportunities and solutions. Instead of feeling separate and alone, you know yourself to be connected to all life. Instead of being driven by fear, you are drawn by love, purpose, and joy. This new you has a different relationship with your body. You see your body not as a burden to be endured or a machine to be fixed, but as a sacred temple housing your consciousness, a brilliant biological system designed to support your highest expression in physical form. You treat your body with reverence, feed it with consciousness, and trust its innate wisdom to maintain optimal health and vitality. The new you has transformed your relationship with other people as well. You no longer need others to validate your worth, complete your happiness, or fulfill your needs. You come to relationships from wholeness rather than neediness, from love rather than fear, from the desire to share your gifts rather than the need to get something you lack. This makes you a magnet for healthy, loving relationships, while naturally repelling relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Your relationship with work and creative expression has also transformed. The new you is no longer willing to spend your precious life energy on activities that don't align with your authentic nature and highest purpose. You are naturally drawn toward work that feels meaningful, that utilizes your unique gifts, and that contributes to the greater good in some way. Success flows naturally from this alignment because you are working with the grain of your soul rather than against it. The new you has a completely different relationship with money and material resources. You understand that money is simply energy, a tool for exchange that flows naturally when you are providing genuine value to others. You neither worship money nor reject it, but see it as one of many forms of abundance that flow through your life. You make financial decisions from wisdom rather than fear, from abundance consciousness rather than scarcity thinking. This new you is also more intuitive, more sensitive to the subtle dimensions of reality that your old self may have dismissed or ignored. You trust your inner knowing, pay attention to synchronicities, and allow yourself to be guided by intelligence that comes from beyond your thinking mind. You have learned to dance with mystery, rather than needing to control and understand everything through rational analysis. The new you experiences emotions differently as well. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficult emotions or attached to pleasant ones, you relate to all emotions as temporary visitors carrying information and energy. You feel your emotions fully without being controlled by them, learn their messages without being defined by them, and allow them to flow and transform naturally, without resistance. Your spiritual life has deepened and become more authentic. The new you doesn't practice spirituality as an escape from reality, but as a way of engaging more fully with reality. Your spirituality is not based on beliefs you've been told to accept, but on direct experience of your connection to the sacred. You don't seek God or the divine outside yourself. You recognize the divine as the very essence of what you are. The new you also has a different relationship with time. Instead of feeling rushed, pressured, or controlled by time, you understand that you have a unique relationship with the flow of life that allows you to accomplish what matters most with grace and ease. You trust in divine timing while taking inspired action. You are fully present to each moment while remaining open to future possibilities. This transformation you've undergone is permanent, but it requires conscious maintenance. Like a butterfly that must keep flying to stay airborne, you must continue to choose thoughts, emotions, and actions that align with this new version of yourself. The old patterns may occasionally try to reassert themselves. This is normal and natural. Simply recognize them with compassion and gently choose again from your new level of awareness. The new you is also a gift to everyone whose life you touch. Your transformation ripples out through the web of consciousness that connects all beings, inspiring others to remember their own true nature. You don't need to preach or try to change others. Simply by embodying your authentic self, you give others permission to do the same. As you integrate this new identity, be patient with the process. Transformation happens in layers, and different aspects of your life may change at different rates. Your body may need time to catch up with your consciousness. Your relationships may need time to adjust to the new you. Your external circumstances may take time to reflect your internal changes. Trust the process and know that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Celebrate this new you that you have become. Acknowledge the courage it took to let go of familiar patterns and step into unknown possibilities. Appreciate the wisdom you've gained, the love you've accessed, the peace you've cultivated, and the power you've claimed. You are no longer who you were when this journey began, and you will never be that person again. The chrysalis has served its purpose. The transformation is complete. It is time now for the new you to spread your wings and soar into the magnificent life that awaits you. You are ready. You are worthy. You are loved. You are free. As we approach the completion of this transformative journey together, it's time to consciously integrate all the shifts, healings, and new understandings that have taken place within you tonight. Integration is the process by which temporary peak experiences become permanent changes in your consciousness, your biology, and your daily reality. Think of integration like pressing save on a computer document. All the work you've done tonight, the old patterns you've released, the new beliefs you've installed, the cellular healing you've activated, the vibrational alignments you've created, all of this needs to be anchored into your system so it becomes your new normal rather than just a beautiful temporary experience. Your subconscious mind is incredibly intelligent and wants to support you in maintaining these positive changes. But it needs clear signals from your conscious mind about which experiences to integrate and which to let fade away. The most powerful signal you can send is the energy of gratitude. Gratitude tells your entire system, this is important. This serves me. Keep this, build upon this. Take a moment now to feel genuine appreciation for everything you've experienced during our time together. Even if you can't mentally recall every detail of the journey, your consciousness has recorded it all. Your cells have absorbed the healing frequencies. Your energy field has been recalibrated. Your neural pathways have been optimized. Your spiritual connection has been strengthened. Let yourself feel grateful for all of this transformational work. Feel appreciation for your body, this magnificent biological vehicle that has supported you through every experience of your life. Thank your heart for its faithful beating, your lungs for their rhythmic breathing, your brain for its incredible processing power, your immune system for its constant protection. Your body has been working tirelessly tonight to integrate all the healing and transformation you've experienced. Express gratitude to your subconscious mind for its willingness to receive new programming and release old patterns that no longer serve you. Your subconscious has been like a devoted servant, faithfully executing whatever programs were installed, and now it's equally devoted to manifesting your new, more empowering beliefs and patterns. Feel appreciation for your spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, and all the beings of light who have been supporting your journey tonight. Even if you cannot see or hear them directly, they have been present, sending you love, protection, and guidance. Their presence has made this deep healing and transformation possible. Thank the quantum field itself for its infinite intelligence and benevolent responsiveness to your consciousness. This field has been reorganizing possibilities around you based on your new vibrational frequency. Opportunities, people, and experiences that match your transformed consciousness are already being magnetized toward you through this field. Express gratitude for your life experiences, even the challenging ones, because they have all contributed to bringing you to this moment of awakening and transformation. Every difficulty you've faced has built strength within you. Every loss has opened space for something better. Every seeming failure has taught you valuable lessons. Every moment of suffering has deepened your capacity for compassion and joy. Feel appreciation for your unique gifts, talents, and perspectives. You have something special to offer this world that no one else can provide in quite the same way. Your healing and transformation tonight have prepared you to share these gifts more fully, to contribute to the healing and awakening of others through your example and your presence. Now, to anchor these changes permanently, I want you to create what we might call integration anchors, specific sensory memories that will help you access this transformed state whenever you need it. These anchors will serve as doorways back to the peace, power, and possibility you've experienced tonight. First, create a physical anchor. Notice how your body feels right now in this state of deep relaxation and healing. Feel the warmth, the tingling, the sense of lightness or expansion. Place your hand on your heart and make a gentle commitment to remember this feeling. Whenever you place your hand on your heart in this way in the future, your body will remember this state of coherence and peace. Create an emotional anchor by fully experiencing the feeling of unconditional love. Love for yourself, love for your life, love for all beings, love for existence itself. Let this love fill every cell of your being. This loving feeling is your emotional home base, the frequency you can return to whenever you feel disconnected or out of alignment. Create a mental anchor by forming a simple phrase or affirmation that captures the essence of your transformation. It might be something like, "I am whole and healed," or "I am love expressing itself," or "all is well in my world." Choose words that resonate deeply with you and repeat them silently now, impressing them into your consciousness as a gateway back to this empowered state. Create a visual anchor by imagining yourself surrounded by golden light, the same healing light that has been working through you tonight. See this light extending beyond your physical body, creating a protective and empowering energy field around you. This visualization can be used any time to reconnect with your inner power and maintain your high vibrational state. These integration anchors are tools you can use in your daily life to maintain the benefits of tonight's transformation. When you face challenges, use these anchors to remind yourself of your true nature and inherent power. When you feel disconnected, use them to return to your center. When you need healing, use them to activate your inner pharmacy of wellness. It's also important to create external anchors in your physical environment. This might mean rearranging your living space to better reflect your new consciousness, surrounding yourself with objects that remind you of your spiritual nature, or changing your daily routines to include practices that support your continued growth and expansion. Consider the people in your life as well. Some relationships may naturally evolve to match your new frequency, becoming deeper and more authentic. Others may fade away as you no longer vibrate at the same level of consciousness. Trust this natural process and know that as you embody your authentic self, you will attract people who resonate with your true nature. Your work and creative expression may also shift as you integrate these changes. Pay attention to what lights you up, what feels aligned with your soul's purpose, what allows you to use your gifts in service of something greater than yourself. Your transformed consciousness will naturally guide you toward activities and opportunities that support your highest good and the good of all. Remember that integration is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Be patient with yourself as these changes unfold in your daily life. Some shifts may be immediately apparent, while others may emerge gradually over time. Trust the intelligence of the process and know that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Finally, commit to honoring the transformation that has taken place within you tonight. This means taking inspired action when guidance comes, trusting your intuition more fully, treating yourself with greater kindness and respect, and living more authentically from your true nature. You have been given precious gifts tonight: healing, wisdom, expanded awareness, and connection to your infinite potential. These gifts are not just for you. They are meant to be shared with the world through your presence, your love, and your unique contribution to the healing and awakening of humanity. As you carry these gifts forward into your daily life, remember that you are not the same person who began this journey. You have been transformed at the deepest levels of your being. Trust this transformation, embody it fully, and allow it to bless not only your own life, but the lives of everyone you encounter. Here we are, beloved friend, at the completion of our journey together, yet also at the beginning of something entirely new. In truth, there is no real ending and no real beginning. There is only this eternal now, this timeless moment that contains all possibilities, all healing, all love, and all the magic you could ever need. As you rest here in the deep peace of this moment, I want you to understand something profound. This moment, right now, is not just one moment in a sequence of moments. This is the only moment there has ever been or will ever be. It is the eternal now, constantly renewing itself, always fresh, always pregnant with infinite possibility. All your searching, all your hoping for a better future, all your efforts to heal and transform, they have all been preparing you for this radical recognition. Everything you seek is available right now, in this moment, exactly as it is. The peace you've been seeking is here. The love you've been longing for is here. The healing you've been hoping for is here. The abundance you've been working toward is here. Not in some imagined future, but right now. This doesn't mean your external circumstances are perfect, or that all your desires have manifested in physical form. It means that the essence of everything you seek, the peace, the love, the wholeness, the connection to the divine, is available in this moment when you know how to receive it. The magic of this moment is that it exists outside of time and space as your mind usually understands them. In this eternal now, your past does not define you because the past exists only as memory arising in this moment. Your future does not limit you because the future exists only as imagination arising in this moment. What exists is this pure, timeless presence that you are. Feel yourself dissolving into this eternal now. Let go of all concepts of past and future, all stories about who you've been or who you might become. Rest in the pure being that you are before all stories, before all identities, before all limitations. This being that you are has never been touched by time, never been wounded by experience, never been diminished by circumstances. This is your true self, not the self that has problems to solve or goals to achieve, but the self that is eternally complete, eternally at peace, eternally connected to the source of all life. This self doesn't need to be healed because it has never been broken. It doesn't need to be saved because it has never been lost. It doesn't need to be improved because it is already perfect. From this place of eternal nowness, all the healing and transformation you've experienced tonight is revealed to be not something that happened to you, but something that revealed what you have always been. You have not become whole. You have remembered your inherent wholeness. You have not gained something new. You have uncovered what was always present. The miracles in your life don't come from changing what is, but from recognizing what is. When you fully arrive in this moment, free from the mental commentary about how things should be different, You discover that this moment is already miraculous exactly as it is. Your breath is a miracle. Your heartbeat is a miracle. Your consciousness is a miracle. Your existence is a miracle. This recognition transforms everything without changing anything. The same circumstances that seemed problematic from the perspective of time and seeking become perfect expressions of life's intelligence when viewed from the eternal now. Every experience, including the difficult ones, is revealed as a perfect note in the symphony of your awakening. In this eternal now, you understand that you have never been separate from what you seek. The love you long for is the love you are. The peace you search for is the peace you are. The healing you need is the healing you are. The abundance you desire is the abundance you are. You are not a seeker looking for these things. You are these things, temporarily pretending to look for yourself. This is the ultimate surrender, not giving up or giving in, but giving over to what is already here, already perfect, already complete. It's the recognition that all your efforts to improve, fix, or change your life have been like waves trying to find the ocean, not realizing they are already made of the very thing they seek. Feel this surrender happening now, not as defeat, but as the greatest victory possible. The victory of truth over illusion, presence over seeking, being over becoming. You don't surrender to circumstances or to other people. You surrender to the infinite intelligence that you are, that is living itself as your life in this very moment. In this surrender, you discover that life is not something that happens to you. Life is something that happens as you. You are not a person having experiences. You are the experiencing itself. You are not consciousness trapped in a body. You are consciousness expressing itself as a body, as thoughts, as emotions, as circumstances, as relationships, as everything you experience. This understanding brings profound relief. There is nothing you need to maintain or control, because the intelligence that beats your heart and grows your hair is the same intelligence that orchestrates your entire life. There is nothing you need to figure out, because the wisdom that governs galaxies is the same wisdom that guides your path. There is nothing you need to achieve, because the perfection that exists in every sunset is the same perfection that you are. As our time together draws to a close, I want you to know that you can return to this eternal now anytime you choose. It's not a special state you have to work to achieve. It's your natural condition, temporarily obscured by the habit of thinking about life instead of being life. The meditation practices, the healing visualizations, the spiritual concepts we've explored, these are all just doorways into this eternal now. They are fingers pointing at the moon of your true nature. Don't mistake the finger for the moon, but don't dismiss the finger either. Use whatever practices, beliefs, or approaches help you remember and return to this timeless presence that you are. Know that the transformation you've experienced tonight is not temporary. It has happened in the eternal now, which means it is always available, always true, always present. You may sometimes forget and return to old patterns of thinking and being, and that's perfectly natural. When this happens, simply remember this moment, this peace, this recognition of your true nature, and allow yourself to return home to who you really are. You are loved beyond measure. You are held beyond understanding. You are supported beyond your wildest dreams, not by something outside yourself, but by the very essence of what you are. You are love loving itself. You are consciousness knowing itself. You are life living itself. You are the universe experiencing itself through the unique and precious perspective of your individual awareness. Rest now in this eternal now, knowing that all is well, all has always been well, and all will always be well. There is nowhere to go, nothing to become, and nothing to achieve. There is only this perfect moment, perfectly expressing the perfection that you are. Sweet dreams, beautiful soul. May you wake up tomorrow more deeply rooted in the truth of who you are, more available to the magic of each moment, and more willing to let your light shine brightly in this world that so desperately needs your unique gift of awakened presence. The journey continues, but it continues in the eternal now. And in this eternal now, you are already home, already healed, already whole, already free. This is not the end of our story together. This is the recognition that there was never anything but this one eternal story of consciousness awakening to itself, and you are both the author and the main character in this magnificent tale. Sleep well, dear friend. Dream beautiful dreams. And remember when you wake that you are the miracle you've been waiting for. You are the answer to your own prayers. You are the love you've been seeking. You are home.